The city that never sleeps. For most, it's a spectacle, a dream seen on a screen. But for some, it's the starting line of the longest race of their lives. This is where my story began, not with a grand entrance, but with the quiet hum of a city waking up. The sun would just be kissing the tops of the skyscrapers as I made my way through streets that were still shaking off the night. Every day was a new battle. My first steps in America weren't on a red carpet, but on the cold, hard floors of kitchens and warehouses. The clatter of pans, the roar of machinery that was the soundtrack of my life. I was a ghost in the machine, a nameless face in a crowd of dreamers. All of us working under fluorescent lights, trading sweat for a few dollars. There were moments walking home in the biting cold of the early morning when the weight of it all felt crushing. I'd look at my worn-out hands and wonder if this was it. Was this the American dream? A lonely walk home, too tired to even feel the hunger in my stomach? God. But a different kind of hunger was growing inside me. It was a hunger for more, a refusal to let this be the end of my story. So, my days didn't end when my shifts did. They stretched late into the night, under the soft glow of a single desk lamp. My world became stacks of books, pages filled with a language that once felt foreign, but was slowly becoming my own. I wasn't just learning words, I was learning how to build a future. I learned that discipline is a muscle. You have to train it. Every rep, every drop of sweat, wasn't just for physical strength, it was for mental fortitude. It was me telling myself, I will not break. I will get stronger. Waking up at 5 a.m., making my bed, planning my day, these small routines became the foundation on which I built a new version of myself. Slowly, brick by brick, I started to build something of my own. It wasn't a skyscraper, just a small business, a little corner of the world that I could call mine. The day I turned the key in the lock for the first time, my hands were shaking, not from exhaustion, but from a feeling I hadn't allowed myself to have in a long time. Hope. All those lonely nights, all the sacrifices they had led to this. This space was more than just a business. It was a testament to the journey. And then came the moment that made it all worthwhile. A video call home. Seeing my family's faces on the screen, their smiles, their pride. It was a wave of emotion that washed over me. We were separated by thousands of miles, but in that moment, we had never been closer. I could finally show them that their son, their brother, was okay. More than okay. He was building a life, okay? The tears we shed weren't of sadness, but of a shared, hard-won joy. Now, when I look at the city's skyline, I see something different. I don't just see buildings. I see a landscape of a million stories, a million struggles, a million triumphs. As the sun sets, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, it feels like a promise. A promise that no matter how dark the night gets, the sun will always rise again. City lights start to twinkle, just like they did on my first night here. But they don't look intimidating anymore. They look like stars brought down to earth, and I'm one of them. My journey isn't over. In a way, it's just beginning. Thank you for watching.